Bonjour, mes amis, and salut. It's time for another trip to the island of Sodom to see what the engines are up to. The yard was abuzz. The yard is abuzz, said James. No, it's not, said Thomas, with unusual authority. The yard is a yard. Bertie is a bus. Thomas knew about buses. Bertie was his friend. They often met at stations. Bertie picked up Thomas's passengers outside the station and took them on to the distant villages. On other occasions, Bertie would bring them to the station so that they could catch the train. Bertie would let the passengers off and they would go into the booking hall to buy their tickets at the newly installed ticket machine. None of the passengers liked the ticket machine, but as Mr. Rishi explained, replacing the friendly staff with a faceless machine meant more profit for his chums. His chums owned the railway. In fact, his chums owned most of the island. Having bought their tickets and wondering if they'd enough money left to buy a sandwich, they went onto the platform before boarding Thomas's train. Not a bus, James explained. A buzz. It means the yard is humming. That's the flying kipper, said Percy. The men were cleaning out the fish vans. James began again. A buzz. It means that the yard is humming with excitement, with anticipation, with rumours. There were rumours, and rumours of rumours. The rumours were that Mr. Rishi was on his way out and that there would soon be yet another controller. The engines turned to Edward. Well, he said, we have had a number of controllers over the past few years. I mean, there was Mr. David. The pigman, said James. Pigman? Asked Thomas. He was into pigs, replied Percy cheekily. Then there was the lady controller, not the one with the handbag, the one who did funny dances and ran through the wheat fields. And the fat controller, said James. Don't forget the fat controller. As if we could, Edward continued. And he was followed by Mummy Woodentop, the one who got into the Guinness Book of Records. The Guinness Book of Records, said Thomas. Yes, she holds a record for the fastest bankrupting of an economy. And now we have Mr. Rishi, the flying controller. It's no way to run a railway. The passengers should be revolting. Mr. Rishi thinks they are, said Henry. He thinks all the passengers are revolting. Not the ones on the gravy train, said James. He gives them cut-price tickets, and even then most of them can claim the money back on expenses. The gravy train, you will remember, ran from Eton to Oxford and then straight on to Westminster. It's a sign of the times, replied Edward. Ever since the woman with the handbag, wealth has been the only value of worth. You have to be rich. Thomas thought for a moment. So how do people get really, really rich? He asked. Oh, that's easy, said Edward. You just give money to the Tory party.